Ooh, it's episode 10 of our Road to Legend. Yeah, I know some of you guys might be thinking to yourself, wow, it's already episode 10 and Brendan hasn't reached Legend rank yet. Yeah, I'm not as good in PvP as a lot of the other PvP content creators like King, like Rise to the Occasion, Chris, and Zionic, and many others. So hence I'm like struggling a bit, but I'm learning and changing my team up a bit. Hopefully we can make our way to Legend in this season. Otherwise, yeah, I will try in season 90. Yeah, which will be in 50 years time, maybe. Alright, so today will be me showing you guys a total of 10 battles, but out of these 10 battles, they were done over the course of 5 days, means 125 battles. Alright, so hi to all of you guys. So let's go ahead to see that in the last episode, we ended off at 2208 ELO. After 575 battles, I'm clocking all my battles every day, 25 of them, and the Go Battle Day is starting soon on the 1st of October. Hopefully, you can climb my way up since it'll be Master League, and hopefully, I can play better in the Master League also. But we're gonna go ahead into the very first Ultra League battle, and like I said, we got 10 battles to check out over here. So against Sugi Mo-chan, and using my usual Dragonite team, and eventually I changed out Dragonite, swapped out Dragonite for Excavalier. In fact, the whole team actually changed other than keeping Trevenant. So against Warren right now, not a very good start for us because, yeah, I was thinking it's Warren, sorry, it's not Warren, it's Swampert, it's Shadow Swampert, sorry, yeah. I saw that it's blue in color and I thought it was the Warren. But okay, we're just gonna farm down the Swampert, very good start for us. But Warren is coming in right now, see, predicted it right. No, that was just luck. So we're gonna use Superpower, and Superpower for Dragonite right now, it's super duper interesting and very strong, especially in the Master League. It has changed the meta totally. For those of you who do not know, rank 1 for Master League is Lugia, second is Dragonite, third is Shadow Dragonite, which is pretty insane if you ask me. Now having access to Superpower, things may change, but I probably will just use my usual team, which technically one of my Pokemon, in fact 2 of the Pokemon are good against Dragonite, right? Two, maybe, I don't know, we will see how, but definitely 1. Alright, so you guys can see Warren mirror match, and then we're going to bring in our Trevenant. Trevenant is going to go with Seed Bomb to take out the Warren. Hopefully it doesn't shield this. Let's see that, no shields, but we're going to bring in a Talonflame. Now we have a big problem. So Talonflame with 1 shield against my Trevenant is going to farm down our Trevenant. We're going to go ahead to see if we can burn a shield first with our Seed Bomb. Alright, hopefully we can, and we must. Alright, we are good, we burned that. We're going to go with our Shadow Ball right now. This is going to hit hard, but we are left with 2 shields. So the problem with 2 shields is we do not have enough health to survive whatever thing that's coming, but we can actually shield this one up against the charge move. And yeah, our Dragon Breath went through, took out the Talonflame, and we are left with 1 shield. Oh my god, that was super close. Alright, we are going too fast. Yeah, you guys know why. Thanks to the drift here, man. Actually not here, because these battles were done when I was still in the previous accommodation. We have actually made our way to another part of South Korea already. So it's just drifty in the room at times and whatsoever. So you guys can see we are against a Cresselia after switching out our Dragonite, and she's gonna stay in. Okay, what was the first Pokemon I brought in? I forgot. Okay, never mind. We're gonna go with Shadow Ball straight away. Hopefully it does not shield this. Most people do not shield their Cresselia though, but in some instances like this particular situation, yeah, this opponent decided to shield it up. Alright, so you guys can see my battery percentage on the top right is left with 10%. Sometimes I get back to the accommodation, I don't have much time to plug my iPad in to actually charge, but I will charge while I play at times also when I have the time to do so. Alright, spinning the Pokestop there, getting a few research tasks, but that's not the important part. The important part now is we need to survive these charge moves to actually get to our charge move Shadow Ball to hit the next Pokemon. That's Talonflame that's coming in. Alright, so it's just going to hit hard, bring it into yellow health. We're going to bring our Dragonite to farm down the Talonflame, but the problem is we are out of shields. So a Brave Bird is going to one-shot KO us, and I decided to let it go through. Obviously, we're going to bring in the Warren to farm down the Talonflame, and I'm so much getting used to commentating with this kind of speed already as compared to the first few episodes that I was trying to do. Bringing in the Cresselia again, we're going to go with our Icicle Spear to take out the Cresselia, but I don't think it's going to be enough. It's probably going to left with 1 sliver of health. Okay, not sliver, but it's still like 1 more Icicle Spear away. Right, my battery percentage is left with 9%. At this point of time, I was like really worried. Usually, when I do a screen recording and I also play 5 battles, it will consume around 8 to 9% of battery on my iPad. So that's something to take note of, especially when using mobile data. Some places, like some accommodation, the data isn't too stable as compared to using mobile data. The mobile data here in South Korea is just absolutely insane. You know, it's just number one in South Asia. So it's really crazy. Yeah, so let's go ahead to see that we're gonna take down the Warren, but the question is, can we get to an Icicle Spear before anything comes in? We don't need the Icicle Spear because Powder Snow is enough to take out the Crusader, and that was a pretty close win for us. Alright, going to the next battle against Toshigon. So a lot of the opponents that I'm facing are like Japanese names and whatsoever, not too sure why though. Got a Talonflame lead for us to handle. We're gonna bring in a Registeel. We're gonna go with our superpower first. Let's see if he's gonna shield this. So a lot of people actually do know that Dragonite has superpower now that he has access to it, and a lot of them will actually shield up. But I know Registeel is just super duper tanky. We're gonna bring in Trevenant to soak up the whatever damage that comes in. If it's that kind of, is a Focus Blast, awesome. Alright, so Zap kind of is just going to take out our Dragonite, so that's not going to be good. We're going to go with Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball will knock out the Registeel since he's left with like red health. Alright, taking it out, we're going to see the Talonflame come back in, but it's totally fine. Since we can actually reach our Shadow Ball before it goes out, and hope we can burn a shield at least or do something awesome, which is not to actually do a lot of damage to it. Alright, so our Trevenant is going to get farmed down. That's not very good for us because the Talonflame has a lot of energy. It's at 100 energy right now. We're going to have to shield up against the Brave Bird. Alright, we're going to go with Dragon Breath spam, and he did one more Incinerate, means his Brave Bird is ready again. He's going to go with another Brave Bird, I believe so. Going to shield those two up. Then he's bringing a Ghost type Pokemon, Bennett. When he brought this in, I'm like, Nani? Bennett? Alright, but you guys going to see how glassy Bennett is, but Bennett hits really hard. You guys can see the Shadow Claw is doing so much damage to my Dragonite, man. So we're going to bring Warren to handle the damage. But Shadow Ball almost like knocked us out. The Shadow Claw is so close to taking us out. Okay, we're going to go with Icicle Spear. I think we are just one or two like Shadow Claws away from being taken out. So Talonflame is going to come in, knocking us out. But our Dragonite is back in with a Dragon Claw. Almost ready. So if this is Brave Bird, we are dead. But it is actually Flame Charge, so we are going to survive with one sliver of health, and we are good to go with the Dragon Claw to knock out the Talonflame. That was just insanely close. Alright, I did not experience too many close battles for those losses, so hence why I'm not showing you guys a lot of the losses. But later, towards the end, I'll show you guys some of the battles that I lost with like just 1 or 2 turns, you know, to lose. So going up against a Clefable, very bad start for our Dragon. We're going to switch out into our Warren, bringing in an Empoleon, trying to catch my Icicle Spear, I believe so, but we're going to go with Earthquake now. Alright, so Empoleon is something that I do see quite a number of people using also, and it's something that I did use in the previous season. I actually like using it a lot. Combining it together with Trevenant and also Talonflame was a pretty strong team. Until I felt like I didn't feel like using it anymore. So we're going to go with another Earthquake. Hopefully he does not shield this at all. Unfortunately, he shielded both of them. But it's okay. I was thinking if I want to shield this or not. I decided to shield this one up so I can get to another Earthquake to knock out the Empoleon and have a switch advantage also, since our Earthquake is like already almost charged up. Alright, this will knock out the Warren. Then the question is, what is he going to bring in? Is he going to bring in the Clefable? And the answer is yes. So it's going to farm down our Warren. I'm going to have to bring in a Trevenant, of course. Not going to bring in the Dragonite. Alright, so Meteor Mash is coming in. That will take us to like almost red health already, but one more Charm is going to land us to red health. Bringing in the Gyarados with Waterfall. When I saw that as Waterfall, I'm like, okay, Dragonite, it's time for you to have some fun with this Gyarados, man. So some people do run Dragon Breath on Gyarados. In fact, most people run Dragon Breath on Gyarados, and that wouldn't be good for the Dragonite since it will be suffering super effective damage from the Dragon Breath, but would be doing neutral damage to the Gyarados with our own Dragon Breaths. So Clefable is going to come in, unable to reach to any of the charge moves, but it's okay. We got our Shadow Ball ready after doing one Shadow Claw, and then we will go with our charge move, and it's left with a sliver of health. We need to take out the Clefable with just Shadow Claws or not, and we did. Oh my god, look at the amount of health we are left with. Almost lost that one. Alright, so going to the next battle against 56 MRE. Yeah, meal ready to eat. I guess that is the kind of military food for the American soldiers. Alright, so going to that, what was the first Pokemon I forgot to see, but she decided to switch into Crusader, which then I'm going to bring in Trevenant to just handle Crusader. So we don't have to shield anything against Crusader first, and then later we will decide if we are going to shield it, depending on my opponent, if she's going to shield up or not. So most people, like I said, wouldn't shield up their Crusader, so this is going to land. And we're going to go with a Seed Bomb. I actually did not tap the Seed Bomb in time. Should have tapped the Seed Bomb before a charge move comes in, but it's okay. We can actually shield up and just farm down the Crusader now. Alright, bring in your Obstagoon, which isn't good for our Trevenant, but it's okay. We have double Seed Bombs ready. So 2 Seed Bombs will actually do a good amount of damage to Obstagoon, but still not going to be able to knock it out. So I do notice a lot of people are still using Obstagoon. I mean, I did say in the previous or last few episodes that I did not see a lot of people using it. And in fact, later when I start using another Pokemon, I actually switched out to use Excavalier. Actually, it fares well against Obstagoon. So bringing in Dragonite right now against the Obstagoon. Obstagoon has just been boosted, which isn't good for us. So I'm very sure he's going to shield up everything against that I'm going to throw against him. Alright, so we're going to go with that. Shielding up against even like my Dragon Claw, because now he is being boosted by like, I think 75%, is it? Or 50%, I can't remember. Because it sharply rolls. Yeah, see, one Night Slash did so much damage. Going to bring in Swampert. We're going to go with Dragon Claw now and then switch into our Warren immediately. Alright, do not want him to farm us down. We're going to see if we can get to Icicle Spear in time, but not to worry. We then are going to farm down the Swampert. Okay, we're going to farm down the Swampert and hopefully we can actually take out the Obstagoon. No, I actually went with Icicle Spear. I thought I actually managed to farm it down first. Alright, so we're going to try and get to Icicle Spear before the Obstagoon takes us out. Oh my god. So luckily, because the Obstagoon switched out, the buff for from the Night Slash actually got removed, and it wasn't able to do enough damage to take our Warren out, otherwise we would have lost that battle totally. Alright, going to the next battle against Haitaro. Alright, 88, and he's going to bring in Warren, very bad lead for us, but you know, Dragonite has super power, remember that, but we are going to suffer double super effective damage from Ice, so hence we're going to bring in Warren to decide if my opponent is going to change up his team or not, as in switch his Pokemon. So it's going to go with Earthquake, that's going to take out half of our health, bringing in Talonflame, and doing 2 Powder Snows first before we do our charge move. That's the way it should be. Alright, doing 2 Powder Snows, and then Icicle Spear, and then the next Icicle Spear will be reachable with 2 Powder Snows again, so that's great. He wouldn't be able to get to his charge move in time. So this will knock out the Talonflame if it goes unshielded, and he decided to just let his Talonflame go, right? No, actually no, he actually shield that. So I'm thinking if I want to shield this or not, so my turn to actually just shield up, and I'm gonna go ahead to farm down the Talonflame. Talonflame won't be able to reach to his charge move in time. Bringing in a Swampert, which is pretty good for us. We're gonna go with a few Powder Snows first before we go with our Icicle Spear. Alright, so we have Trevenant to handle the Swampert, so we should be alright with that. But we're gonna bring in Dragonite instead. Dragonite is gonna farm down the Swampert, but you know, the Swampert Hydro Cannon, despite it being resisted, it's gonna do half health damage to our Dragonite. That's super duper painful to see. Gonna let this go through, since my Dragonite still would be alive after this, and we can just Dragon Breath down the Swampert, going with Dragon Claw immediately against the next Pokemon because we cannot reach the superpower in time against the Warren. And the last Pokemon is gonna be our Trevenant with 1 shield left. Alright, so in this situation, we are very, very good. Since we have a shield left, we can just shield up against the Icicle Spear, just go with Seed Bombs all the way. In fact, I'm not going to shield the first one. Alright, knowing that it wouldn't knock us out at all, and then just wait for the next Seed Bomb. Seed Bomb, Seed Bomb, you're my Seed Bomb. Alright, so shielding up the next Icicle Spear, not shielding this will actually score us a lost, so that's definitely needed. And that will knock out the Warren. So it was from a bad lead against the Warren again, and finally able to come back with a win. Alright, so that's the, I think, 5th battle. We're going to go into battle number 6, and this is the next day already, if I'm not mistaken. So someone is using Virizion. Alright, Virizion, right now I don't see a lot of people using it. I would say out of my 125 battles, maybe I saw like less than 20 people using it. Alright, I thought it would be more overly used. I guess maybe because people did not prepare Virizion or do not have this Pokemon, and in fact did not even prepare one for the Ultra League. You guys saw that Stone Age came through. I was very, very surprised because most people will run Sacred Sword and Leaf Blade, but the Stone Age just shocked me. Like, okay, my Dragonite is out. Like, okay, what's going on now? Gonna have to farm down the Virizion with our Warren. Alright, and we're gonna see what's the next Pokemon. Bringing in Talonflame, 2 Powder Snows, 1 charge move. Alright, 2 Powder Snows, 1 charge move against Talonflame, since it's a 5-turn fast move. 2 Powder Snows, 1 charge move. Alright, great. So he's 1 Incinerate away from using his charge move. We have already burned 1 shield, taken it down to half health. Same thing. 2 fast moves, 1 charge move from our Warren. Alright, great. Now he's going to use his charge move, and I'm going to shield up against the Talonflame's move so that we can actually farm it down since it requires... Okay, but he's going to bring in a Swampert. Alright, we're going to go with Icicle Spear first, and then let's see if we can pressure the shield, but it looks like he's not going to shield this. We're going to switch into Trevenant. Nope, we're not switching into Trevenant. Alright, so I forgot what I did though actually, because sometimes when I play the battle I'm just so tired, and right now for me to recall what I did, sometimes I make mistakes here and there. Alright, but we're going to farm down the Swampert, but remember he has 1 shield left with a Talonflame that's 2 fast moves away from getting to his charge move, which is very bad for us. Alright, so we're just gonna farm down the Swampert. Alright, we have 1 and almost 2 Seed Bombs ready. We're gonna go with Seed Bomb spam all the way. We have to burn the shield anyway. The Talonflame is already in range of being taken out with 1 Seed Bomb. So we're gonna go with double Seed Bombs. That will be enough to take it out. Alright, the second Incinerate came through, not enough for it to actually use its charge move, and luckily enough we were able to take it out. If I use Shadow Ball, of course you'll be shielded. If I try to get to a second Shadow Ball, I won't be able to reach it. So hence Seed Bomb was the better choice in that situation against a double resisted Talonflame. Alright, so against the next opponent using Galvantula, switching out into Crusader, I'm going to pull a switch immediately into my Trevenant. Alright, because you know, Crusader, most of them will be running Moonblast, and Moonblast will do super effective damage to our Dragonite. In fact, it one-shot KO our Shadow Dragonite. Alright, we're gonna go with Shadow Ball immediately. Let's see if our opponent shields this or not, and the answer is no. We're gonna farm down with our Shadow Claws. However, we're gonna have to suffer this particular damage first. I was thinking if I want to shield this, eventually I decided to shield up. At the last moment, we're gonna take out the Crusader, and let's see what she's gonna bring in. She's gonna bring in the Galvantula, though yes she does. We're gonna go with Shadow Ball now. And the Shadow Ball is going to hit hard if it goes unshielded, but my opponent decided to shield this one up. And we're going to see how things goes. I don't think I can get to... I think I got to another Shadow Ball, which I was thinking if I want to shield this or not. Decided to shield this one up, and hopefully I can burn the second shield on close to knocking out the Galvantula. Alright, so let's see that. Okay, shielded that, bringing in Dragonite immediately. Alright, but the discharge is still going to do a crazy amount of damage to our Shadow Dragonite despite it being neutral damage. Look at that. My god. Alright, bringing in Warren. Great, no shields, right? We have super power in the house, man. Look at this. Boom! Alright, 3/4 health gone for the Warren. We're going to bring our very own Warren. And even if she's going to use Earthquake on us, it's totally fine. We're just going to farm up for energy first, and then we'll see what we can do. Earthquake is going to not knock us out, bringing us down to half health. We're going to go with our very own Earthquake to knock out the Warren. Since the last Pokemon is the Galvantula, is it? Or yeah, the Galvantula, we're going to get to Icicle Spear. However, I was trying to catch the move. Alright, but look at this, look at this, look at this. This was a stupid move that I did. Alright, that I did not need to switch into Trevenant. I could have just let the thing go through with Warren. You guys thought I was going to show you guys a win, right? No, it was a loss. So it was an unnecessary switch over there, and I let her charge up enough energy to get to a charge move. If I did not switch over to Trevenant, I would have actually won. That's all I would say. Alright, so let's go into the next battle right now against Crusalia. And we're going to stay put. Alright, shielding up against the baited Grass Knot. Alright, that's not great for us. We're going to go with Dragon Claw spam right now. Alright, so most people wouldn't shield up against a Dragonite at all with their Crusalia from what I've observed. I mean, Dragon Claw doesn't do a lot of damage to a Crusader as compared to, say, a Shadow Ball from a Trevenant. Alright, but it's really down to red health. We're going to let this go through, thinking it is going to be a Moonblast, but it's totally fine. Alright, Trevenant can still take on the Moonblast. Bringing in a Giratina, which is not good for us since we are left with only 1 shield. So he has 2 shields left. That's bad for us, but did not want to shield up against my Shadow Ball, so I guess I just struck the lottery. So using Dragon Claw, we're going to farm down the Giratina, but we are going to get farmed down first. So we're going to bring in our Dragonite. Unfortunately, he was able to get to a Dragon Claw. I should have actually brought in Warren. Alright, Warren would have been a better option, and you guys will know why soon, because even I could have saved the shield. The Dragon Claw wouldn't have done so much damage to my Warren as compared to my Dragonite. So yeah, I should have brought in the Warren against the Giratina, and that was a very bad choice for what I made. Alright, then the Swampert right now, just gonna go with Hydro Cannon. Hydro Cannon is almost gonna take us out right now, but this second Hydro Cannon is definitely gonna take us out. So with 1 shield left and also like 2 Pokemon left, we are not gonna fare too well against it. Alright, I tried to farm down the Crusader. I needed to farm down the Crusader. If I couldn't farm down the Crusader, there was no way I could win already. But that wasn't going well at all. We're gonna go with Icicle Spear, but we have 2 Icicle Spears ready. The question is, are we able to reach the 2 Icicle Spears in time? Especially my opponent is still left with 1 shield, so this is gonna be shielded. And then the Hydro Cannon is gonna come in, and which is gonna knock us out with ease. Yep, we were just 1 Powder Snow away from taking out the Swampert, man. Look at that. Yep, but he decided to use Earthquake to flex a little. Alright, that was a nice win by my opponent. GG, well played. Alright, so the last battle is against Diving for Moon. Maybe there's a person called Diving for Sun. Alright, against Galvantula. Okay, but you guys can see I swapped my team out. I'm not using my Dragonite anymore, so I'm using Excavalier together with Swampert and Trevenant. So this is the team I'm currently using, and I find that I'm playing slightly better with this team. So my ratings actually went down, and then now it's slightly going up a bit. Alright, but decided to shoot up against the Mega Horn, and we're gonna probably let our Excavalier not faint in this situation, since we want to keep our Excavalier. Alright, although I could have just brought in Swampert also against the Galvantula, it's totally fine. But we're gonna go with a second Mega Horn, deciding to shoot that again. Alright, so that was great for my opponent, I suppose so. But we're gonna bring in our next Pokemon since our Excavalier is out. It's okay, not to worry, I'll show you guys the Excavalier, how good it is in the next few episodes. No, next few episodes will be Master League, so maybe after Ultra League is back again, I probably will use this team again. Alright, going with our Hydro Cannon to knock out the Galvantula now. And then let's see what's the next Pokemon. It is Jellicent. So Jellicent is gonna be a bit of a problem for my team, but it's gonna bring in a Sylveon, which is even worse. Did not count the charm properly, that he managed to sneak in another charm. So that was a bad play on my part, but Shadow Ball is going to hit hard. We're going to try and get to another Seed Bomb. Alright, it's totally fine. The last charm did not go through at all despite the animation showing. We're going to take out the Sylveon. Sylveon is out. We're going to see this stupid thing that I did not do. Alright, so look at this. I was at first tapping the Seed Bomb, right? Trying to get the Seed Bomb. Then eventually I was like, I got a bit greedy. Let's try and get the Shadow Ball. Another Bubble Beam came in. I was like, oh my god. Alright, so now in this situation, can we actually do double Earthquakes to take out the Jellicent? In fact, we just need 1 Earthquake and 1 Hydro Cannon. Alright, if the Seed Bomb landed, the Jellicent wouldn't be here right now already. However, he was able to get to a charge move, and the charge move is not Bubble Beam, but Shadow Ball. That knocked us out, and I was like, that was a stupid mistake that I made. Yeah, so that cost us the match, and that was bad. So my ratings actually went up to 2,248 from like 2,207, so it went up a bit. However, you know, it can definitely be better, especially since I'm trying to climb, but it went down. But I'm trying to get used to the team that I'm currently using. But like I said, Master League is starting tomorrow, so probably I will start pushing harder tomorrow. And especially the Go Battle Day, which starts on the 1st of October, I'll probably push even harder to try and push up the ratings up to at least 2,500 after the end of the Master League league. Alright, and if I don't manage to get it up there, it's okay, I still got plan B, which is to play all the leagues again, because we still got another 1.5 months till the season ends. Yeah. Alright, so hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video of me showing the Ultra League battles, and definitely look forward for the next episode for the Master League one, because it will be a Go Battle Day one. Guzma Day. Guzma is a character in the main series game. Not too sure why though. I think you can get new pose or avatar items or whatsoever for that character itself if you actually play during that period and complete the time research, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, so I'll see you guys in the next episode in the next video. Alright, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.